listen, that fool retarded. Retarded. And this is what I'm talking about. People compare me to Tax and all these. Don't compare me with these dudes. I don't do that. These guys get so reckless behind social media. You never hear me get reckless like that. Never. And against people I don't like, I got factual points to really back some. People want to add stuff about other people and just to try to hope they do something to them. It's like, why? They just feeding off the media attention. You know, it's just ridiculous. It's like, this the price. You play with your life over something like that just for some attention? At least have a point. And I mean, to be that kind of disrespectful, that when people are that disrespectful, it lets me know one or two things. They either working for the police, or they want to work for the police, or they protected by the police. But somewhere you are protected by police officers or people who are not street. Somebody who always screaming snitch, 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 snitch. He a rat and a snitch, he a rat and a snitch. Those normally are the rats and the snitches. Most of these people don't even know what in the world he's talking about. They don't know the process of going into a rat or a snitch situation. Then you incorporate Jimmy Henchman in there dealing with Wack. Come on, man. Really? He was a rat and y'all ain't do nothing. Did anybody have any paperwork of Jimmy Henchman doing anything like that on the West Coast or any reports? No. Because if he was, you definitely wasn't saying nothing. And Jimmy's from New York. So why are you blaming the West Coast on talking about what they should have done? That was a New York situation. So why you talking about they ain't do nothing? Dude, you creating a situation where it's going to be really uncomfortable for you. And you putting other people's lives at risk of going to jail for doing something to you. It's like, cut it out. It don't make no sense. You are playing with your life, thinking it's a game, like it's a joke. It's nobody laughing. I mean, seriously, it's not even funny. It's not even good radio. I mean, maybe a couple of internet heads, you know, that's really dumb, who just smoke all day, like hearing that kind of crap. But, dude, you real reckless at the mouth. Really. And you're going to get somebody hurt and get somebody put in jail, if not yourself, somebody who there to protect you. They might get hurt. It's going to be a situation where you think this is over next week. It's going to be a situation where you think everything is cool. You see, because they ain't got nothing but time. See, that's what other people don't understand. Is they're thinking it's a West Coast thing. You don't have to be on the West. There's bloods on the East. There's bloods everywhere. Who says it has to be a blood? It could be somebody who's offended from the West Coast that just want to put hands on you just because they don't like the way you talking reckless about the West Coast. It could happen. You see, and that's when you don't have that type of realization in your head and you like, man, F it. I don't care. I'm from the Bronx. If you make yourself look bad, and you need to stop saying you from Brooklyn or the Bronx, anywhere, because you just embarrass them. You embarrass them. People there, they hardworking people. You know, and a lot of them are not on nonsense like this. And I was like, I agree with the other guy. Dude was like, man, he making New York look bad. With all this every day, you know, he basically going in like he a tough guy, but he ain't doing nothing. And he's like, he got other problems to deal with and he ain't addressed it yet. So, listen, I didn't discuss your situation that you were allegedly involved in. I ain't discuss it. I didn't want to go through it because I'm like, look, I don't know. I'm telling people they shouldn't incorporate your name in that. Period. If you're not in there, don't say this such and such person did this or this such and such person did that, because that's a responsibility you're supposed to have, even being on social media. You should have that type of common sense to say, I need to let this, lie. I don't need to touch that. I need to let this be where it is right now. Because if I get involved, it's only going to escalate. You should have had that much common decency to say, you know what? Whatever this is, I made my point about it and I'm done. Now you just ranting, just to be ranting. You got to at least have a point. If you don't have a point, then, that's all it is. You just going off at the mouth for ratings and attention. And what good is that? What you gonna get out of it? Nothing. So that's my thoughts about Wack and Taxstone situation, because it really isn't a Wack and Taxstone situation. It's a situation Taxstone keeps brewing and playing with people because he has a social media following and an audience. And as long as Wack keep putting his face out there, he thinking, all right, this is cool. He keep mentioning my name. But brother, it's gonna be a time where he don't put his face out there no more. And he ain't gonna talk about it no more. That's when you need to be worried. Because I know in your mind, you thinking he got too much to lose to put his hands on you personally, because you gonna sue. You that type of guy that's gonna sue and fire your security. But it is what it is. Some people will see it for what it is. Some people will just be entertained about it. But I don't know. I just don't get it. I don't know why people play with their lives. It's your boy Carcino. I'm out.